Greetings once again, Seekers. It's Brooke from BrookeReadsTarot.com with your weekly tarot outlook for the week beginning Sunday, December 18th. 2022. I hope wherever it is that you are joining me from, today is a beautiful day. I know lots of you are gearing up for some holiday celebrations and some get-togethers with loved ones. No matter what you do or do not celebrate, I hope you have a wonderful season and you make some happy memories to bring in with you till 2023. And I'm just going to take a second here to open the door. Please say hello to my guide and doorkeeper, Fergus. And I'm going to shuffle and cut here 3 times. And I will begin by pulling 5 cards that represent past or currently unfolding things that will influence the week upcoming. And then I will spread 5 more cards that show us the future of the week. That's shuffle and cut number 2. And let's finish up here with shuffle and cut number 3. All right, Seekers, let's see. We're going to start out with the 2 of Wands, the Fool, the 5 of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Empress. And I will pull 5 cards here to set off to the side that will show us the week upcoming. Okay, well, in a holdover from last week, in the currently unfolding or have already unfolded things, we are visiting again with the 2 of Wands, which is an indicator of travel. Now, I believe that we saw the 3 of Wands in last week's reading. This is a continuation of that, only with larger horizons. The 2 of Wands for me is always a card of travel, often international travel. So if you are looking for opportunity, if you are traveling this holiday season, know that the conditions are good, but do your due diligence when it comes to making those plans. But I do want to read this card as more of a good things on the horizon card for you. The 2 of Wands is a card that encourages us to look up to the horizon, a larger horizon than perhaps you had the courage to look for before. Open your eyes a little bit, darling. There may be things that you are overlooking that can really help you get where you need to go. And in that same vein, let's talk about the Fool here. The Fool is always a card about the leap of faith that it takes in order to make a fresh start, in order to set off in a new direction. So very open horizons, very broad horizons, coupled with the Fool, shows me that if you have an opportunity or something new that is coming into your reality, this is a wonderful chance for you to pack your bag, prepare yourself as best that you can, because this is a good opportunity and it is going to take a leap of faith in order for you to take that next step. What I love about the Fool is he's got everything that he thinks he needs in his little knapsack here, but he also has the faith to know that what he does not have and what has not been revealed to him thus far will be during the course of the journey. So put your boots on, my dear, and get a move on. Last week, we talked with the 5 of Cups, which is a backward-looking attitude. We talked about crying over spilt milk. We talked about stopping whining that things are the way that they are and we can't go back. Last week's big message was, do not let fear of regret overshadow your plans or keep you from moving forward. That is an ongoing conversation this week. Please keep it in the forefront. Now, let's come over here and talk with the Knight of Swords. Knights are very much what they sound like in the tarot. They are forward moving, sometimes relatively aggressive energies that propel the things that are represented by their suit. In this case, swords, of course, are a house of challenges and difficulties, but also the realm of the logical, linear, and rational mind. So the Knight of Swords shows me that there is a currently unfolding or past situation in which you have some seriously forward-looking and forward moving energy at your disposal. What is it, and what is the situation that it pertains to? Whatever this is, this challenge or difficulty, or this problem of the logical mind, the Knight of Swords shows us that you are as prepared as you can be to take this on, to find the resolution to this situation. Knights, they don't get to come home without the dragon's head. They are disciplined. They are as prepared as they can be made, and they believe in their own skills. So find that energy and harness it. It is there for your disposal so that you can move forward on that situation. And past or currently unfolding, the last card we have here is the Empress. The Empress is about fertility and multiplication in all of its factors. So this is often a card of marriage and babies. If you have a holiday proposal coming up or a special holiday announcement, this would be an indicator of that. So get the champagne ready. There is good news coming. But also, too, the Empress is a card of multiplication and abundance through creativity. She is ultimately the feminine creative. So if you find yourself stuck moving toward a goal that is currently playing out, get creative, repurpose what you already have, and start asking for the things that you want more of. Embrace that creativity. It's time. And let's entertain here for a moment that whatever the situation is here where you are going to tap into this energy from the Knight of Swords, let's couple that with the Empress. There is going to be a very balanced solution to this unfolding situation. There is going to be a part of this that has a distinctly feminine and creative and lighthearted solution. And the other part of that is going to be this forward moving, relatively aggressive male energy that is sort of the, how do we say, the power that gets the wheels moving. So you may find yourself accessing several different parts of your personality in order to come up with the solution here. It'll be balanced, and ultimately it's going to feel good. Now, let's come over here for the week upcoming. Alrighty, well, let's start with the conflict, my dear. Let's talk about the Tower. The Tower represents a situation that comes to a very abrupt end, usually with trauma, usually with difficulty. The knocking down of this tower, this situation, the catalyst for that may feel like it is something beyond our control. This feels like it's a bolt out of the blue. Now, you may have already gotten a heads up about this situation. Something tells me that this is not going to be a complete surprise to you. Do I have anything to clarify that? Yeah. Ace of Swords shows me that this is going to be a situation, but ultimately one that you triumph over. Whatever this collapsing situation is that is shown by the Tower, I don't feel like this is going to be something that is a huge surprise to you, even though the catalyst for it is going to feel like it's out of your hands. Now, you are getting a heads up about this, even if you did not see it coming. So you've got some options here. Are you going to let this tipping point, this situation, continue to teeter? so that you get thrown out so that you have no choice but to jump? Or is there a little time for you to sit back and think and strategize your exit? Okay. So now that you've got your heads up, you've got some wiggle room as to how you want to handle this. I want to say here with the judgment card, do not concern yourself with what other people might think of your choice in dealing with this difficult situation that has come up. Okay. This is none of their business, really. And, some opinions aren't helpful and aren't worth listening to. So set aside any judgment about what other people may perceive this as looking like on the outside. You have a right to minimize whatever damage is happening here with this collapsing situation. So tune the other people out right now unless they've got damn good advice. Okay. So don't worry about that judgment. But also, too, with that judgment card comes the concept that the help is there for the asking. If this collapsing situation makes you want to reach out and call someone who gives good advice or who has survived a situation similar to this, please do so. The help and the mentorship is there for the asking. And whatever this is, the Ace of Swords. Aces are all about victory and completion. So this situation will come to a very satisfactory conclusion, but you are going to have to be a little proactive here. All right. So you will be victorious over this. Just keep your wits about you and realize that you do have some time here. And you have some help as well. Use it wisely. Now, over the past couple of weeks, we've been having a long-term conversation with the Eight of Cups. Now, you know that when we sit for one of these sessions and these cards continue to come up, it is an ongoing situation. You cannot hide the fact that you have not exactly been leaning into this work. The tarot sees it and is not going to let you rest. All right. It is going to call you out on your bullshit. Eight of Cups. We are still seeking the emotional maturity and the emotional satisfaction that comes with turning our observations inward. All right. This is currently unfolding still. It's a holdover from last week, given that it is popping up in the future pile for the week of December 18th. That means that this is going to continue to be on your plate and may be a little more prevalent as we, I don't know, like sort of couple it with the emotions that already come with the holiday season, for better or for worse. You get to decide. Okay. So we're going to couple that with the Four of Cups. Four of Cups always comes with an air of dissatisfaction, and it reads one of two ways depending on which end of this situation you find yourself on. So you could be seeking something right now and looking for it so hard that it is right under your nose, but because that is not where you are focused, you can't see it. It's being waved right in front of you and you've missed it altogether. Or you can be so fed up, you can say, no, you're offering more of what I have already decided I don't want more of. So no, I'm going to fold my arms and I'm not going to accept it. You know which side of that situation that you are on. So adjust your perspective appropriately. Are you missing something that is right under your nose? Or are you being pressured to accept more of what you already do not want more of? Stick to your guns and stay your course. Let's come in here now with the Six of Cups. This is a nice card to have when we are facing the stresses of getting together with our family for the holiday seasons. Do we love them? Yes, we do. But for some families, these get-togethers are just always a shit show waiting to happen. So I will give you some personal advice here, even though this card bodes very well. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Don't do it. You can't unmake those memories, okay? If you feel that you are obligated to get together with a group of family, okay? But it's always a nightmare and it always gets nasty and it's always stressful. Just don't. Stay home. Make new memories with the kids. Go do something else. Anything else, okay? You are not obligated to put up with other people's nonsense. Not on the holidays either, all right? In my opinion, there isn't an occasion special enough to subject yourself and perhaps your little ones to other people's holiday bullshit and nonsense. If the people don't make you feel jolly, if you aren't glad that you went over to visit, don't fucking go. There's a million other things you could be doing, okay? But with that said, Six of Cups. Six of Cups is a card of happy households. So this can bode well for those family get-togethers. Usually what I would see is the Three of Cups there, but these holidays are a little more home-based. We talk about being home for Christmas. Okay, great. All right. So the energy is good to have a nice time at these home-based gatherings. The energy should be pretty charitable, but like I said, if it's guaranteed to be a shit show, because it's always a shit show, go do something else. Okay? Take it from someone who's sat through just enough painful holidays with people that I love but make me crazy. Yeah, I would take it all back. I would go do something else. That's my advice, and I'm sticking to it. But again, Six of Cups bodes well for these get-togethers, but you do get to decide how you want to feel about it and what you are going to tolerate. So, a little bit of a challenge this week. And this tower, let's face it, it could be the family blow up that takes place every year when all you guys get together. So, there's that too. Anyway, keep your wits about you. You are not obligated to partake in things that do not make you happy. If this is a heads up of an impending situation, get out in front of it, please. I don't have anything else that says that this is going to escalate further. Okay, but it is going to be a disappointment. It is going to be a bit of a breakdown. Do what you can to get out in front of it now that you've got a heads up. But again, this Ace of Swords shows me and shows you that all of this will be resolved in a more than satisfactory manner. That seems to be all I have for this week, my darlings. I lovingly thank everyone who sat with me today. May we have the good sense to pay attention to what we have been shown. Fergus, please close the door until next time. If you enjoyed our session today, please reach out at brookereadstarot.com to schedule a session of your own. Make it a great week heading into the holidays, my loves. Travel safe and have a good time. Talk to you again soon.